Eyanamuntuo enye tumidie. Enti editumwa bites no. Mighty power bites no. And no one yet the best servo Mensa. And I'm really happy if this is the mind of the General Secretary of the Noble Party NDC. Say, what kind of emphatic say, and yes, he didn't quite was so cool. And then yet Mensa quite was so cool, was almost motis rolling in our because you cannot remove Getutokonu and leave her vestiges, her vessels, her remnants. There be if Mensa is going, Mensa has to go with the vestiges. Getutokonu has to move, pack bags and baggages and move with her vestiges. And these two ladies, no, these two women, no. Oma babeye albatross. Oma babeye chiasibia chiasibo titiriwa abe so Ghana for minute. We emia abasono na we mia court on semso. And you think any serious government having realized, having experienced the crazy leadership from Mensa and Getutokonu, you think that NDC entnase na sa emaba wa mienu omonkoswa ntna oman ni mu na omon handle this critical state institutions no na obeyede no reset kro no obeyede no build the economy no if obi awi oman sika na yenkojimra na ekodu Getutokonu animu a obe appointed judges a ometumi a safeguard enyoma obe appointed judges a ometumi a protect EC. Then NDC 4 years adia, I tell you, mwana motu mwamuna na mokotom. So the next elections ebeba na Mensa na daso ye EC. Thinking say, oh, na se na onu na ye easy, and ma ye bedi ya dia. So onu na ye easy, ma ye bedi ya dia. Mumusa mo say, na saloto sensu na ye easy, and ma ekufo adu bedi ya dia. But we dey, ojini free ho. Simple, finito. Many adofo. We do practical leadership. We do practical politics. We do practical politics. Our platform way. So in Koto 101, in Koto on Facebook, 101, in Koto 101 YouTube, and the Loud Silence TV. Our Ghana. So we not TV no. We say man for P. So tiasiye. Kasa Hot TV. Our channel national. Okay, now no abet be here into ubenya no channels until just risk on. Risk on. Sound search a bio ubenya Loud Silence TV no and I say Hot TV. And then we'll be live there. Aha. And now ubenya the ipso facto no. Because aha now ubenya the ipso facto. And then Easter Friday. But we have to discuss this topic. And very crucial. Now, adia NDC for the diagram, a beye this wonderful platform, a beye more bonus say. I feel we inquiry, you know. Now, encophobia that so enjoy certain positions be. Makacho say. Me maka actually say. In my dictionary, no. And your last days are dangerous. Oh. Early days are really dangerous. Early days, no. And no na obiabe forming an idea biana your first impression. Into the first impression, no. Umbe idea to Ghana for Mahama or second coming, and who here saying the last day, last minute skirmishes out there. I am telling you, let's do things meticulously. Let's arrange our things methodically and meticulously so that the positive things you do now will be etched on the minds of the people. It will be completely etched on the minds of the people, and it becomes indelible one indeed. Asiedu Nketia asem no amwaka no, it shouldn't be say ya better radio so ne yaka ne keke. It should happen. We should see the actions, not just words. Jane Mensa or Nigetu Tokunu or Beko. And I really love the adage no can say Abrewa ebiwa or pray. Look at how Abrewa no or pray. Sa unim says sa enjoyment when you na a command as a Chief Justice. The opportunities are more. That's why I kept saying time and again say I didn't know who go school no. Who train yourself to become a lawyer. Akufo-Addo was not standing right or left. And you share like coincidence and a more meeting our life. Why should Akufo-Addo dictate? Say, we a Chief Justice, Bobrawi, on say Akufo-Addo eja ohonumko. Akufo-Addo eja ohoko. And ne, so who could not court, and ne ye pamu enkoa. And in Guasiane ba, Akufo-Addo no, oko. Makacho say, Abrabona yebono. Se obi yo papa. So obi se wen munyamwa. Sa en munyam se no. Eye different from wadwen da wotirimu. Enti me nya wadwen se obeye me papa na wagimi amama ba be safeguard wo da bi ene fa wo papa. That's what I tell my friends. Enti amanfo bebre na ene nkoto wo de only feeling, yes me feeling pa me dream nipa ho, but nya wadwen se you can hoodwink me, you can get me to your side because chebi bibi. No one said I could deep on it. Now go to about the fight the amount. I don't do that. Me yes, there be. But once a Akufo-Addo man opposition, a Akufo-Addo nominate you say, Konekoye Chief Justice, no? Chief Justice position, no? There were other people, now omo qualified, omo ahead of you, it wasn't common to enjoy. But, BBN intino, ya demand. And no should tell you, say, Eye Ghana nyina na ye tumi ma Akufo-Addo. Ene Akufo-Addo diziwo. Enti ye hwe ne totality a eye Ghana fo na appoint onye Akufo-Addo. Enti se bibi ni na pesa wo ya. You do ought to favor Ghana for enye Akufo-Addo no appoint wo no. Won say Akufo-Addo ye de tumi ma no a odidi nsamfon edidi nkwasiasem no. Ye nyaje tumi da free nsem. Ye di tumi no. Ene ye di ama John Mahama. Ena John Mahama nso ahu se enkofo no omo di tumi ni ma me ne se wo no Akufo-Addo di omo tumi no ema wo se fa ye omo ho adwuma no. Watumi aka akire wo mo se obi ye wo no Ghana ho. Na ni maame ye Ghana ni papa ye Ghana ni nana na busuafo ye Ghana ni. Na so birth certificate a entumi ndi ne ho adanse se oye Ghana ni. Esan se sa decision no eye nkofukuo bi a na omo pese omo de se Ghana mene e na wutie na aye ma omo tie nchichimu a ma mene de ma.
Citizenship is a matter of law. Nationality is a matter of law. Certain jurisdictions, being born in that place makes you a citizen of that country. In our country, being born in Ghana doesn't make you a citizen of Ghana. It is your relationship with your mother. It is your mother's identity, your father's identity. It is your lineage that determines your citizenship. So that form records, that form is actually an international requirement. We must know where everybody is born. That form assists to know your antecedents. But beyond that, your nationality is derived from the information on that form. It is not the evidence of your nationality. It is the beginning of appreciating how your nationality must be determined. It's an originating process.
So if I hold a birth certificate duly issued by a state institution in Ghana, Registrar of Births and Deaths, and it states nationality Ghanaian, are you saying that that is not enough proof of the nationality of the bearer of that certificate?
May I answer you this way? If you had an English person come and live in Ghana and have a baby in Ghana, that person would have a birth certificate. But that person's record of the parents on that birth certificate would indicate that they are not Ghanaian. So the certificate is a record of where he was born. It is not an indication of the citizenship.
I've already said that in the generation of the certificate, I quoted on birth registration form A, part B, particulars of mother, because if your mother is a Ghanaian, a child from that mother can claim.
Honorable member, from the birth certificate, if your mother is Ghanaian, if your father is Ghanaian, then we can conclude that you are Ghanaian. But from that certificate, if your mother is not Ghanaian, your father is not Ghanaian, that certificate is a record that you are not a Ghanaian. So it is a record that allows us to, I am doing legal deduction. I don't know how else to express myself.
So can I use a birth certificate issued by the births and deaths in this country that says I'm a Ghanaian? Can I use it to prove my nationality as a Ghanaian?
The birth certificate will never tell you that you are Ghanaian. The birth certificate records where you were born and the nationality of your parents.
So the information on that certificate that says that my mother is a Ghanaian and my father is a Ghanaian, would that be sufficient to prove my nationality as a Ghanaian?
It will be sufficient to arrive at the conclusion that you are Ghanaian. It's the beginning point.
Karen, your ladyship. Your ladyship. Your ladyship, can a Ghanaian passport holder use a Ghanaian passport as proof of being a Ghanaian?
I believe so. Because before you arrive at the passport, all your antecedents, such as the birth certificate, would have been evaluated.
Okay. By your, I'm saying it in a very respectful way. By your age, I don't know where my birth certificate is today. By your age, it is more likely that if you are asked to prove your nationality, you might produce your passport rather than birth certificate. Is that the case?
I have my birth certificate.
Okay, what Mr. Speaker, once she offered that she's got it, can she produce it to be added? Oh yes, to be added to the document. Yes, Mr. Speaker. I did not ask for it. She volunteered it, so if she can add it to the documents we are requesting.
Let's proceed with your further question.
So I'm saying no a course. The birth cert cannot prove your nationality, but passport there, also you believe so, because by the time you arrive at what the best passport acquisition, you might have shown that, oh, my passport and my birth cert say. Let's just say it is the birth set no mum and it give you rights to or passport no. Something precede some things, some things precede others. And you may be ba and son and you may be a day. And so at waswaba. And so it's not room hole. Say birth set no. Say me mammy. Ewo birth set no so. And no kwa na ye good a year better say. Me mammy a Ghana ni, me papa a Ghana ni dia. Nene me yesu me a Ghana ni. Not the same birth set no. Say ye wu nipa no konfa no ni ye record say ni papa e Togo ni. Ni mami e Togo ni a. E ye birth set no e na akire say onye Ghana ni. So birth set no e na ye tumi a anka wo say akire say obi ye Ghana ni ana so obi nye Ghana ni because at birth no ya record say o papa ye Ghana ni. O mami ye Ghana ni. At birth ya record say o papa e Togo ni. O mami e Togo ni. Into what else should we into sa birth set we no near onono e de sa birth set we e copy passport no ufi se passport office for no ombe accept say ombe ma Togo ni passport because we Ghana ni and then the extra Togo ni extra passport office ni say we Ghana ni. It is the birth set by ya tina promo ama nipa enkofo bi because of omu parochial interest. They are sinister and dastardly political suppositions and prepositions in tino. Omu di nyoma bi ase ye mene amene Ghana for ye kon eti. Just because mu on say mu yes andoma we nyina on na enkofo no a mu bu omu se omu ye agimifo no a omu kodi line so to abama mu on the 7th of December 4 years bia no na mu feel say omu ntie Loud Silence Media, na mu feel say omu ntie Loud Silence TV, na mu feel say omu ntie enkoto, omu ntie with all due respect, omu ntie but na phones ni TV ni sisi omu PM and omu share na omu tiase free this wonderful platform said there be ni enkofo yi ekan ya de tonsani ani a sa mofra yi kanyansasam kire ye ebom nyansasam omu ka kire no omu ka no ahoden so ene yawo so na enso ye de panyi bi moni bi a odi a omo se ne kwase a omo se na aboa ne beto nchen na yafa ensem na ewom no esanse bibi ankoka papa a enje grade adentia esanse obi de ne nsa akoka enkuku osi ho na honfa onsan ko se baabi enkoyi atreketua bi a na atoko enkuku no baabi a ebede ne enkuku no adwiragu wo tia se obeko nkuko ni si ho ya hyehyɛ ni bebre ba obeko akoyi chense kitikiti bi uyi free man nkuko ni nyagongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongongppopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopopop Enti ya de yawo be gina ha ne e kan nsem bi a mo fi say ye muade ye show high degrees of insolence towards the aged a enye say sabi wo na fi efipemu a ye titi wo enye say wo fifipem ne ye titi wo na wo de na emrewafo ne nkokurafo wo fie na asofo ne ahemfo wo fie but na asem no ana omudi die no na eja edani duru ho no ye na mo bu ye se agimifo no on se ya kire mo se tumi no ye ne de ma mo enti brane champion ko gina platform so ka se tumi no ye mfa mamo ne ye mfa mamo tena no na mo atumi ye na tumi ne ye dia no na eye sere na ye wa adwen se wo je Mensa wo ho wo court no wo ho enti wa adwen nyina no se wakoye mra se emra no ye to aba na ebuba wa ye be declare afa court